Here's your First Alert 5 weather with Alex O'Brien.
Well, last night, not only did we hear the booming sound of fireworks and the beautiful colors in the sky, we also saw that natural boom of thunder and lightning lighting up the horizon from thunderstorms that moved through Colorado Springs a little before firework activity. Looking back at yesterday, storms moved from the mountains to I-25, eventually large aerial flash flood warning for La Junta and reports of flooding along Highway 50. Any severe thunderstorm warnings yesterday were mostly for strong winds. It really was a heavy rainfall that overtook the region. That dissipated overnight, and we're just left with the wet grass and the wet cars this morning. It's especially in that zone that saw the flash flood warning that we picked up a lot of rainfall, about 1.5 inches for La Junta and Lamar. At least 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch along I-25 and in most of our foothill communities. Really great day. Good to see the beneficial rainfall. Hopefully it didn't affect your Independence Day plans too bad, but we still have Sunday, so a nice day to be outside to grill if you missed that opportunity yesterday. Do watch for that chance of thunderstorms later on. Temperature-wise, we'll be just below average in Pueblo at 90, 86 for the Springs, just slightly above our average temperature. Right now, it's a nice clear start. A little humid outside. I had some dew on my car as I was heading out to work this morning. 61 in Pueblo. Gorgeous, calm start to the day. Really highly recommend sitting out on the patio and soaking up the nice morning. This afternoon, we will see the sunlight staying put through late morning, early lunch hour, and then things start to get a little bit more active again. After we see heating of the daytime paired with all that leftover humidity evaporating from the rainfall yesterday, we'll likely see some thunderstorms. There's a couple zones I do think this is possible. First and foremost, into the foothills, the mountains. That's where we see the most numerous activity today. A couple of stronger storms possible into the southeastern plains. These could be severe, but they'll be a bit more isolated. The storms in the mountains today certainly will have lightning, some pockets of heavy rainfall, maybe some small hail, but they won't be quite as numerous as yesterday. Storms will move from north to south overnight and dissipate, so it'll be more hit or miss this afternoon. Then fast forward to next week. Watch this ridge of high pressure gradually building and building through the central and southern U.S. And by later next week, this thing is overtaking our forecast. We are cut off from any moisture. This high pressure is sinking, warming and compressing air, and you'll notice those changes come later next week. But today our highs here are mostly in the 80s and 90s, and that's seasonable for this time of year. That changes into mid to late next week. Watch as we dry out. No more thunderstorm chances. That's replaced by mid to upper 90s in the Springs by Thursday through Saturday. For Pueblo, 90 today, mid to upper 90s Monday, Tuesday, and then we're pretty much in the triple digits from Wednesday onward. A couple of really hot days are ahead. Canyon City could see an isolated thunderstorm tomorrow. Then we're into the mid to upper 90s through later next week and trending dry. Woodland Park, a couple days of thunderstorms wrap up this weekend and start next week. Then we are very warm next week in the mid to upper 80s. That's about 10 to 15 degrees above average for our area, Renee.
Good grief. So today, if you knew someone with a pool in their backyard, hypothetically speaking, could you go and relax in that pool and maybe by this afternoon expect to go inside because the rain could come, right?
Yep. Remember, if you hear or see lightning, thunder, it's close enough to come to you. So get out of the pool.
Absolutely. I agree, Alex.